I just want to know what, how do I word this properly? What somebody else's kids got to do with y'all is what I want to know.
I have a confession to make. I've been following for a very long time. I'm such a fan. I'm actually really nervous right now.
Everything flipped out of nowhere like the whole internet got hit with a plot twist nobody saw coming. 1 minute things were quiet, the next minute Halle Bailey is firing off at DDG after a wave of surprising claims linked him to India Love in a way that had the timeline spinning. Suddenly, everyone's digging for clues, comparing dates, and trying to figure out how all of this connected so fast. People were dropping screenshots left and right, talking about filings, timelines, everything stacking up in real time. India Love was on stream talking about wanting to start a family and having someone in mind, then doubling back saying she wants someone who's always gonna show up for her. Then she jumps under her own IG post calling DDG a great father, and that right there already had people side-eyeing the whole situation hard. But it didn't stop there. Because once the internet started stitching clips together, the vibe switched instantly. Folks started saying DDG might be running the same play he allegedly ran with Halle.
I know you're lying. I always wanted, oh my God, I wanted this bag so much. I've seen it.
But this time with India Love, talking about how he gets someone pregnant, then switches up on them later. And yeah, the internet can jump fast, but the timing was too perfect for people to ignore. Because the exact same day all this stream talk was happening, DDG posts those clean-cut photos with India Love, while also dropping a caption people took as shade toward Halo. That's when the theory really exploded. People started asking, is DDG trying to push Halo aside for a new baby with India Love?
But I really, really desire my own family and to be a wife, have a home, and to be the best mom and the best family member to my entire family.
She started talking about craving stability, wanting a family, wanting someone who shows up for her. Then her sister Morgan jumped in, praising DDG for being respectful and looking out for India like he was already part of the family. And that's when people started stitching the pieces together. Halle stayed silent publicly, but the moment that really cut deep was a clip where India told DDG she loved him after he surprised her with a $30,000 Chanel bag. That's not light flirting, that's I'm locked in with you for real energy. And think about it. Halle spent an entire year keeping her pregnancy private, protecting her child, trying to build something solid without the world watching. She guarded that whole chapter with everything she had. So seeing India out here talking about wanting kids, wanting marriage, speaking on faith, and bringing DDG to church.
Moo had your back. He was really respectful. He was on you. He was making sure that you was cool, you was good. So I wanted to shout out to Moo for holding it down for my sister.
Something might actually be happening because India kept posting things that only made the speculation louder and louder. Out of the blue, India jumps on stream saying she felt guided to start an OnlyFans and show her past. And the whole internet instantly went into jokes and confusion. It looked random, it sounded unexpected, and people weren't letting her slide even for a second. But not even a full day later, she's back on Twitch talking to DDG like she's exhausted, telling him she wants someone who will always be there for her. Her voice was low, she kept pausing between sentences, and you could hear the emotional weight in how she spoke. Then DDG tried to lift her mood by gifting a bunch of subs, and sure, she smiled for a moment, but the sadness came right back. And that switch up had everybody watching closely. The internet noticed the drops in her mood, the softer voice, the shaky energy, and suddenly people started whispering, she acting real pregnant right now. Folks were claiming she was glowing, crying out of nowhere, and moving like she wanted to announce something but didn't have the courage yet.
I was a very hard-headed young lady. I definitely was not listening to a lot of people. I just beat to my own drum. I did what I wanted to do, and that's just that. Life definitely would have been a little different for me, but that's not what God wanted me to do, so I'm okay with that.
Nobody said she was expecting, but the vibe felt different, and viewers picked up on it quick. Then she added another breadcrumb. She addressed that viral photo where she was on her knees in front of a guy after a poker event. She said, "I never said I was a role model. I'm trying to do better. It's trials and errors." And comments went wild because that's the kind of energy people use when they're shifting their life in a new direction or trying to clean up their image because of who they're involved with. But things got even stranger when clips of her with Michael Phelps, yes, the Olympic legend, started circulating from the same event. He was being extra friendly, and the whole interaction looked way too comfortable. Her entire energy felt chaotic, but grounded at the same time, like someone enjoying their last bits of freedom before stepping into something way more serious. And then came the clip that had everyone losing it. The moment from Kai Cenat's Streamer University where DDG got caught hiding in India's closet. It didn't look like some casual joke. It looked like two people who were way more entangled than they ever wanted the public to see. Once that resurfaced, folks went back through every India love moment like detectives with a magnifying glass. Then a thread popped up reminding people that back in 2021, a woman accused India of being involved with her husband. That's when the whispers started getting way stronger. People began asking if DDG had basically become India Love's new prize and whether she was trying to build a family at lightning speed. Her sudden tears about needing support made viewers feel like something deeper was going on, and that's exactly when Halle slid back into focus, because this wasn't India just living her usual online life anymore. This was India moving like someone preparing to be the next woman in DDG's family picture, while Halle was already in a custody battle over the child she shares with him. Then came the real shift. DDG exposed himself without even meaning to. It wasn't India's behavior, it wasn't the timing, it wasn't even Halle filing for custody the same day DDG dropped those dreamy Italy-style photos with India. The truth landed because DDG slipped up on stream in a moment he clearly didn't expect to go viral. While trying to play it cool, he casually said, "India is my friend. We started off as close friends. Then you turned into my girlfriend." And he froze mid-sentence. He shut down instantly, stared straight at the camera like he realized he had just revealed the whole situation by accident. And once that clip hit the timeline, everyone connected the dots at the exact same moment. This wasn't casual. This was relationship talk. This was building something real energy. And India wasn't hiding a thing anymore. She almost said, "I love you" on stream before catching herself, covering her face and laughing like someone who's already in deep. Then she dropped a line that made everything explode. She said she admired DDG because he's a great father, adding that it's something she finds very attractive. That's the moment Halle felt disrespected, because how does someone who's never been around your kids start speaking on parenting like they're already stepping into that role? But DDG didn't cool off the situation. He added more fuel. He let India take him to church after she opened up about her faith. He let her stream, and the wild part? This all hit the same day. DDG was out here posting polished prom-style pics with India Love like he had zero worries, while Halle moved like she was done watching him act picture perfect for the public while she's dealing with real life behind the scenes. But what's shaking everything up even more is this. These pregnancy rumors, they didn't just pop up from random gossip. They're coming from real clips, real reactions, and India Love breaking down on stream in a way that had people taking it seriously. Once you see how these clips line up, Halle's reaction stops looking random and starts looking like someone who's been watching a pattern repeat itself. That was a different level of pressure, and Halle didn't need to speak for people to understand how that probably felt. But the real breaking point, India wasn't moving like someone casually dating. She was moving like she was already stepping into a stepmom role, and the internet caught on before Halle even reacted. India was streaming from clubs, and her own sister had to remind her, "You're already dating DDG," when another man got too close. That moment alone turned heads because it showed how serious India thought things were. And that's exactly when Halle's patience ran out. But things didn't stop there. What India did next made people realize this wasn't just gossip floating around. That's when all the pregnancy talk shifted from random rumor to, wait a minute. Halle's team didn't confirm anything, but her next move told the whole story without her ever saying a word. And that's when the situation took a hard turn. As soon as custody filings surfaced online, everything flipped instantly. And if you know Halle, you know she never acts out publicly unless something serious pushed her there, especially after she and DDG had just agreed to drop their courtroom battles and restraining order requests after months of stress. So after months of going back and forth, they finally agreed on a temporary setup. DDG gets Halo on Wednesdays and certain weekends, no public shots at each other, no posting the kid online, just a clean restart. But the second that agreement was signed, everything flipped again because the moment DDG dropped those polished prom-style photos with India Love, Halle filed for custody that same day, and that timing said everything without her saying a single word. Something clearly broke behind the scenes, and the internet could feel it. And it wasn't just the photos, it was India's whole shift online. Their chemistry non-stop. He let her call him Mama Mo. He let her dance on him for hours right after claiming people were trying to ruin his career. None of that looks like a new casual fling. It looks like two people acting like they're locked in and ready to go against the world together. And Halle knows that pattern too well because she was the last one he treated like that. What made the replacing Halo whispers even louder was something smaller. Every time DDG is with India, he talks about future plans, consistency, and family. Topics he struggled to maintain with Halle. Fans saw it. Halle definitely saw it. And then a whole new layer of chaos dropped when academics started calling India Love the female Sam Diggs and claiming Halle was spiraling because DDG kept making contact with her. The deeper this whole situation unfolded, the clearer it became that DDG was moving in a way that looked like he was building a brand new family setup. And Halle was not about to sit still while people online tried to act like her own child was being pushed to the side. But then India made a move that shifted everything into a whole new lane, something even DDG wasn't prepared for. India didn't just play into this new image. She stepped into it proudly, like she wanted the world tuned in with the volume all the way up. And the timing is exactly what pushed Halle to her limit. Because right when the whispers were getting loud, India went live talking about entering her new chapter, saying she wants to start a family, become a wife, and that she's getting closer to God. That's not the type of talk you drop casually when you're just dating someone who already has a child with another woman. That's the kind of talk you use when you're all the way invested and already imagining a future. And meanwhile, Halle, who spent months protecting Halo from the internet, had to sit and watch India talk about wanting a committed man, hinting she already had someone special in mind.